All right, here we go. Guest appearances today from Louisa and Cooper. Wonderful. Still got my producer Lawrence here. He's grinding away, doing a magnificent job. Today we're having a quick look at short-term causes of weapons of mass destruction. You can find that on page 44 of the textbook, but we'll go through it nice and quickly here. There are three that are listed in the textbook: militarism, armed conflict, and global interconnectedness. So if you get asked a question, the first thing that you are going to do, which we did in the trial exam, is say a short-term cause of weapons of mass destruction is militarism or armed conflict or global interconnectedness. Make that very simple at the start. Then in your description, you're going to explain what that is. So militarism goes through it in a bit more detail in the textbook, but it is basically countries increasing their weapon stockpiles and the presence of sort of unrest and conflict in the world is going to lead to an increase in stockpiles. So Russia pulled out of New START. China planned to stockpile 1,000 WMDs by 2030, and the USA is investing $1.5 trillion into their stockpile. The second one is armed conflict. So that is simply things like the Ukraine conflict counts there. A nice quote from Putin here is that they'll certainly use all means at our disposal to protect Russia. There's a nice quote you can use there. So what Putin's saying is that he'll happily use WMDs to protect Russia and its interests. So that is that's a cause of the proliferation of WMDs. And finally, global interconnectedness. And our example there is that information and ways in which you can produce these sorts of weapons is traveling faster than ever before. So we have non-state actors like ISIS are able to not only get their hands on materials they wouldn't have otherwise been able to get their hands on, but they can also recruit scientists from overseas to come and help them, and they have plenty of easier ways to build and to receive the materials to build WMDs than they did in the past, which is leading to a proliferation or an increase in the amount that are in circulation. See ya.